All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for Game 2 of this best of 3. It is Team Vega Squadron taking on Empire, with Vega looking rather questionable in that first game, Owen.
Yeah, I think as we kind of went into it, I think, well, I was totally wrong. I was like, the draft is stronger, but then looking back onto it, I think the draft just didn't work out. I feel I felt that the draft was stronger from Vega because I just didn't have, faith in what Empire were doing, but they showed us they really knew how to use the Spirit Breaker, the Legion Commander combo. So, this game, Vega, they're going to need to switch it up quite a bit in the draft, and we're already kind of seeing it here with the opening picks of the Doom and securing no on that puck hero, which he does have incredible performances on, but he doesn't always win the game with it. That's the worrying thing about his puck. We know he's going to do great, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Vega are going to win.
Yeah, no guarantees there, and, well, a rather quick draft is... Vega have just been pushing the tempo in this one, yet to eat into the reserve time at all. Empire using a bit more. But Bounty Hunter, I mean, you mentioned it,
Yeah.
Are we going to see another Bounty Hunter loss in this European qualifier? It was so good in the group stage, but so far not very successful for Team Vega.
And I'll be honest, if I was going to look at the two teams and say which team knows how to use the bounty better, I probably would have said Vega. You know what I mean? I feel that Solo's just the stronger player out of the two teams. So it'll be interesting to see what Empire can do with it. Obviously, just picking up the Disruptor as well. You've got great synergy there with the track into Glimpse. You're going to be catching heroes out left, right, and center. You need something big to bring them down with, though. And Nature's Prophet's going to be coming back out.
Now, is this the Afterlife Nature's Prophet, or is it the Ramses Prophet? Because they can run it both ways.
I think they did recently. Like they've been playing it more Ramses than Afterlife. Like we play every time it's picked up. They were picking it kind of back to back, and it was Ramses every game.
Now in the group stage, I cast one of Afterlife's games
on
the hero, and he went like 18-0 and
yeah, they're both
15 or
ridiculously
something.
good.
So
Scandal again on the Mirana.
yeah,
Anti-mage.
All right. Interesting. Actually, a really good AM game if you can get as far as because you look at the game later on, like what's the catch really? You have Glimpse, Static Storm, that's okay, but AM can always just build a BKB to deal with that.
Yep.
Mirana, very magic damage focus carry. Nature's Prophet generally builds more magic damage heavy. Even like Maelstrom is a lot of magic damage more so than physical. AM matches up really well against that, and I don't think they have the best catch for an AM, so this could work, but a ballsy move by Vega to go into the AM, who's hardly seen any play in this patch, has not been by any means viewed as like a top-tier pick, and they've done it before the last pick.
Yeah, I mean, with that anti-mage now in the game, I'd kind of like to see Ramses play the Prophet and just to try and get that quick Orchid, because a safe lane Prophet, you are going to have that Orchid before the anti-mage has got the Manta Style online, so you're then able to punish it. You've got great catch already with the bounty onto the Disruptor. If you get a decent timing on 6, so they would definitely have the opportunity to get themselves ahead of Vega Squadron. It's just going to be interesting what Vega Squadron ban here to see if they're more worried of Ramses playing the Prophet or they're more worried of Afterlife picking it up on the offlane. I mean, in terms of other Afterlife heroes, actually we'll see. The offlane's been targeted really heavily here, so this might actually... I wonder if this is going to make Empire play the Prophet on the offlane, because what else is there for Afterlife to play on the offlane?
Afterlife heroes, we've seen them play, what is it, like the Axe, the Darkseer. Darkseer, not a good matchup against AM.
Darkseer's gone.
Yeah, he's banned anyway.
I mean, you look at the bans, it's literally 4 Afterlife bans from Vega. They're just hitting him hard.
Axe is probably the main one that would come to mind as like still available, but I don't think it's a particularly great Axe game.
They do sometimes play Afterlife Tidehunter, but it doesn't... I don't think it really offers that much to the team. It might be something they contemplate. It's going to be interesting if Vega somehow managed to pull out another offlane ban, because they are hitting him really hard with this. But as we're saying, there is always the potential that Empire can indeed run Afterlife on the Prophet again.
The other thing you could do is just like go into a harder carry of your own. Like maybe they just run the offlane Prophet, pick a Spectre, or Ember, perhaps something that scales really well for Ramses and just angle for late game. They ban the CK, so it feels like Vega are more worried about losing the lanes than they are about having to play this late game.
Yeah, I think you're kind of down on the head. They do put the Prophet offlane and pick a carry. Vega themselves, what are they still looking for? They're still looking for reserve time. Well, I guess it depends. Is it going to be Solo wandering around on the Doom, or is that going to be a Mag Doom?
I think. What's the last time they ran the Doom, actually? Let's see if we have a chance.
I think that's more likely to be Solo. But again, as we're saying, there's not many offlaners, so maybe Mag does just play the Doom offlane and Solo. I mean, what does he pick up here to go over like the AM?
So Mag, as of late, has played Brood, Lone Druid, Void, and
He has had
Slardar.
a game of Tide, but yeah, but all of those are gone. Slardar, wait, Slardar's banned out as well. I mean, the bans are so kind of hard lane heavy.
I don't think you cannot run Lone Druid. That's too greedy.
It's gone as well.
Yeah.
They're literally all gone.
Yeah, I mean, even like as far as what's available, Tide is.
He's
I
the
think
only kind
Tide
of viable
is too
offlaner, it
slow.
feels.
I think that the pace is too slow. You want someone who can fight more often. So maybe it is a Doom offlane and
Yeah.
just like a strong laning support here.
Is Witch Doctor still available? Witch Doctor is still there. You know, that was
Not
the
the
most
best against Bounty Hunter. I would say like
Yeah.
a Venge
or
support
Venge.
maybe.
Yeah, Venge is still out.
Something that's a little bit tankier, more durable. It's tough right now for Vega. I think they were intending maybe a Doom CM support duo, but with all these offlaner bans, it's just so limited.
Vega never run the Jakiro, do they?
They could be thinking about Broodmother again. It's a better Broodmother game.
Oh yeah, Brood is still
so
there.
No, Spirit Breaker it is. So stronger laning support, something fairly independent. So it looks like it probably will be the Doom in the
Oh,
offlane.
Legion again. All right. I mean, it did work once.
Okay.
Will it work a second time? We'll
like
have
the-
to see.
It does give them reliable lockdown on the AM. It's not really the best Doom target generally. Tends to be tanky. You still have the lifesteal factor and can soak up a lot of damage. Plus, once you get the Dwarf, you've basically done your job anyway. So
Yeah, and of course, if any of your teammates get doomed, you can still buff them up a little bit with a bit of a heal.
But
So
I really like the Spirit Breaker pick because
Yeah.
that makes the offlane very hard for Afterlife. Constantly, you have to be worried about getting charged. AM with the mana burn, even once he gets to blink and mana burn, and you have a charge there. If the CM gets a range, that's pretty much a guaranteed kill on the NP. So Afterlife not going to have the easiest Nature's Prophet game, and that's where I look at this draft and I feel like most of it does come down to Miposhka. Can he set up the Prophet for early success? Can he slow down the Doom? Keep eyes on the Spirit Breaker's early rotations. That will be probably the linchpin of their draft.
This is going to be very, very intense indeed, ladies and gentlemen. As we were saying, this game could be the last game here on the road to Manila for the side of Vega Squadron if they drop it. But they're obviously going to try their best here to push this to a game 3. But they're going to certainly need to play a little bit of a step up from what they were bringing to game 1 as Empire looked very, very strong there. And here in game 2, a bit of the same old with this Ramses Legion that we saw have a lot of success in game 1. But I think, as you say, I feel that the draft around the Legion it's not as strong as in game 1. Yeah, I feel the Spirit Breaker was such a crucial part for that, the way that worked out.
It's definitely not as crazy of a Legion game. You don't have the Broodmother matchup where you can just destroy the spider lanes. And the other thing is Vega actually has some late game here, so they don't have to dominate the lanes.
Absolutely.
That said, I think the Bounty Hunter could be a big pick for them. CM tends to want to go to the jungle. Doom will often head back there, and Bounty Hunter can block the camps, potentially pick off the courier mid. So I think a lot of it just comes down to Miposhka. If he has a good start in the laning stage, he can still have a big impact. And that can create space for Ramses to have a good time in the safe lane.
Yeah, and in terms of the lanes as well that we're starting off with, it's pretty much everything that we expected. No one are going to be in any kind of different situations like we saw with the reaction from Vega in game 1 with Mag moving about.
Yeah, this mid lane should be interesting to watch as well, as it will be the no one Puck with a really good creep block up against Mirana. Now, Puck has significantly better base damage here, so generally Puck's going to get the upper hand of the trades. Plus, you also have the phase shift, so can trade more effectively. But Scandal doing a good job with the creep aggro. Do need to keep an eye out for the charge there, but a sentry planted down, so Bounty Hunter not going to have an easy time supporting this lane.
We'll charge up top as well. They're going to have a go here onto Afterlife, and he is fairly deep.
Yeah, there's no mana right now in CM, but she's going to have it fairly soon from the Clarity. They might be able to go for this one. Sion the Slayer is moving in.
Not soon enough.
Too
for
early.
That clarity. Yeah. Not going to quite be able to follow. But even with that as well, I guess you got to kind of wait until you got level 2 on the CM and such. And Anti-Mage's at least got a blink in or something. So
wow, he actually
just
blew a Frostbite just for a single Treant. That's just how annoying the Treants are. They really didn't get that much of a nerf in this patch, despite how strong Nature's Prophet was in the last one. Oh, no one mid lane.
He's playing around very, very low here.
He does have the orb. They'll need to hit an arrow to get a kill, but just that little poke will make a difference. And oh, the D ward, that's big.
They're in charge.
There is dust.
Do they try and go for this? I mean, no one's got. He's only level 1 orb, and he's not going to want to use it aggressively. And yeah, as we can see, Solo just coming in, saying hello.
It's
and
like a game
back.
of tag. He's like, you're it.
Pretty much. I mean, level 1 Spirit Breaker, a little bit underwhelming.
Just a gentle love tap. But I think that rotation top early for Afterlife, forcing the CM to Frostbite a creep. The charge just a bit mistimed, unable to find a kill. Now Nature's Prophet already level 3. This is very important because it could potentially just be a quick first blood for AM. NP getting zoned out heavily. Instead, he's going to have the relatively early phase boots, quite likely. Although, as I say that, he is getting charged.
What kind of what have we got available here this time? Yeah, Shoma.
Oh, he's in trouble.
And, yeah, with FN coming in. Yeah, there we go. Level 2 on Solo. That will secure it. He had it just in time to come in on that one. And
he bought his blades in the TP,
nice.
though, so not too bad for the MP.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see where MP finds an opening to go for a kill as well. I mean, mid lane, TPing in, it's going to be very hard really for you to offer anything in terms of catching out the puck. I think he's going to really have eyes on the bottom lane on Mag. You know, if Mag comes too far out, as you can see at the moment, it's not going to tango, it's not going to Quelling Blade. It's no positive sprout yet, of course, but still, nonetheless, just having that extra member down there on the bottom lane could certainly set something up, you know, especially now King R level 3. And actually holding on to the skill points here yet. He's not yet popped any into the glimpse or put a second into Thunderstruck. We'll see how
Miposhka, mid lane, no one does get the silence off on him. Could have potentially killed him with the orb, but manages to get out on the bounty hunter, and has regen just enough to be able to live now. So the D ward at mid is really big. On the back of that, no one where you would probably win the matchup 1v1 as Puck. All of a sudden, you are really struggling. So even though the bounty hasn't gotten a kill in the lane, he is helping to secure Scandal's good start.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is kind of the same we saw in game 1 Scandal against the Quap. You know, this Mirana was doing very, very well in the last take department, and this time indeed it's just this bounty hunter helping out the cause. Yet to really see, obviously, an opportunity for Bounty to get himself involved in anything, and I guess that's kind of one of the pluses of Vega's draft. You've got a very tanky Doom on the off lane, you've got a very evasive Puck on the mid lane, and you've got this kind of dual lane up top. You know, maybe you find yourself an opportunity to go on the CM, but as we've seen, Solo, he's been putting a lot of pressure on this top lane. He's pretty much been hanging around there, so you know, you're not really going to kick things off very early on. You're kind of waiting for what the kind of the team fights and the Nature's Prophet to rotate you to be there so you can start to find some levels on the bounty.
They have scouted out Mag bottom, though. You mentioned he's holding the skill points. He's going to go for the 1-1-1, and the old trap is sprung. Mag sprouted, no Quelling Blade. Death by the Sprout. A sad way to go, but meanwhile, mid lane, charge onto Scandal.
Let's see if they can follow this through. He'll jump himself away, pops the Fairy Fire. Solo, he's going to need to find a bash. Is he going to get it? One more touch will do it nonetheless, and he finds it. Miposhka coming in with the TP, the Frostbite there to hold him back, and Miposhka falling very, very low as well. He will be able to get himself out of that one, but as you said, they get Mag on the bottom lane, but Vega see an opening to punish them in and taking down Scandal. Vega will be very happy with that trade.
Yeah, very happy with it overall, and Mag also with the lane pushing it. So now he's level 4. Should be able to get a little bit of extra experience here. So good news for him. FN is free farming on the anti-mage. And while that was happening, Miposhka just gets picked off in the mid lane by no one. Looks like he just threw out an orb.
Yeah, that looked like just a stray orb because he was right behind the tower there.
Stuck around Solo, and
there were creeps as well, so I wondered if the creeps were trapping him in, but well, suddenly, you know, that 1-for-1, 2-for-1, no one now 1-0-1, and if there's someone that you really don't want to give a good start on the puck in the mid lane, it is no one. This man is a bit of a magician on the hero.
So we will see Mag. Earlier got the Centaur, now he has the Centaur, or not the Centaur, the Hellbear to work with, so gets the Swift Desara back to the jungle for the time being. Use Scorched Earth to farm. He's having an alright time here, but
up top,
it's top lane again.
Charging out to Afterlife, they're ready to dive here. They've got a Frostbite, and he's got Mana Void to seal the deal, making sure that FN gets the bounty for that one. King R coming through. He should be able to find Solo with a Thunderstrike damage. One more touch would do it, and he's gone. Look at the kill onto Solo in return. So it is a 1-for-1, but still Empire kind of on the back end of these trades, losing their offlaner for the roaming Spirit Breaker.
Yeah, the Spirit Breaker again seems to be having the upper hand. What a snipe there by Scandal!
No one, he was not looking. He's going to get himself out. No, didn't expect Miposhka to come in that slap. Incredibly close there, and he just walked straight into that one.
Yeah, it is nighttime, so your vision not the best, and they do have this very well-placed ward across the river mid to allow the Mirana to take that shot, but
Solo?
Still very well done.
Comes in, gives Scandal a bit of a bash, but yeah, no one's not following through. Still yet to see him use the Dream Coil, but there's certainly that potential there if Solo wants to charge in and they really want to try and force some action upon lane. Ramses with this duel. He's going to get it. Miposhka came around. Ramses came in for the action. They don't get the bonus damage, but they do manage to kill that Magdoom.
Oh, they are charging Miposhka, though. No TP. Could be in trouble. And look at this. Oh, and it's a Vanguard anti-mage. 2011 called. It wants its item builds back. This is the very old school way to build anti-mage.
I mean, it's not bad now. It really isn't bad. Oh, mid lane. Oh, hang on, where's the Dream Coil going down? It's
it used to be,
bottom.
It would always be Phase, Vanguard, and then you go straight Manta style. Like, you wouldn't build Battle Fury. This is a very different way to play the anti-mage, but I think it should be interesting to see where he goes from here. Will he go back into a Battle Fury, or does he just say, screw it, I'm going to go for combat anti-mage?
Oh, I think he's still going to go the Battle Fury. I think it's you know, you kind of get this instead of getting the Vlads early on, because it allows you to turn up to fights. You've got that regen in top lane. Well, you're going to get the kills as well. Mana Void down and the final touch. FM with more money into his bank. I mean, he can afford to do this with this Vanguard as well. You know, against a lineup that's going to be looking for pickoffs. You know, you've got the bounty anti-roaming around you. You've always got that in front of the Nature's Prophet TPing in. I think we're now looking at a point of the game where I don't know how you're killing this anti-mage.
He's going to be so tanky with this build. I'm excited to see where this goes. This is, I know if Luminous were casting, he'd really be feeling it. He was always burning up the Vanguard anti-mage.
I mean, it's just great now. The fact that later on you're going to be able to change it into that Abyssal Blade. It's, you know, it's definitely, I think, you know, that when that was added in 6.87, that was the hero that's kind of like, well, Vanguard
they have
is
a charge here on Miposhka. About to get caught out in the mid lane. Silence. Dust. Coil. Not needed. Just hate. And another kill on the bounty. Bounty Hunter has not been doing very well this series, Owen, I have to say.
It really hasn't. And it's been first pick in both games.
I wonder if this ends up going to a game 3, if we're going to see...
We just don't see any Bounty Hunters at all.
Or if we see Bounty Hunter lose the third game. Yes. That would just complete the full circle of Dota.
It really just seems, yeah, that the team's just a little out of their comfort zone with this Bounty pick in this series, at least against each other in the way that these games are playing out. But yeah, here at the moment, yeah, Bounty kind of on the back foot, and Vega are the ones leading the game, 7-3. And this anti-mage is, you got to do something about it. Ramses is going for the same build as before, phase, drums. It will be interesting to see if he does yet go again for the blade mail first. You know, he was having a bit of a better game in game 1. Not that he's having a bad game here. I mean, he's 1-0-1. He's still had pretty much free farm down the bottom.
Ramses did ping this camp out. I think he knows the AM's off in the jungle.
Oh,
he's trying to bait here. Beautiful bash. Then the dust gets popped, and the glimpse back.
Yeah, they'll drop the static as well. They're going to need the extra damage to take down. So the question is, can Vega try and get themselves in? Coil's dropped here onto Ramses. He's been doomed as well. Ramses not going to get anything out here on the Legion. They'll kill Miposhka as well on the Bounty Hunter. Oh, nice deny, though, from Scandal.
That was a team deny. Afterlife assisting as well, but still it's a 2-for-1. They lose their precious Ramses Legion, their safe lane farmer, and FN not dying. 5,000 net worth, 1,400 gold.
Yeah, this guy is really going to be a huge issue.
As at the top ruin Scandal, and no one duking it out a bit, but he gets glimpsed back. Could be in trouble. Marana. Oh, Starfall. Second one is going to connect. Can he finish him off? Just one more auto tech. There you go. Gets the kill.
Oh, FN. He's looking for a bit of a
kill. He's got
Mana Void as well, yeah. Oh, no mess in there. Take down one. TP's coming through. Actually blinking aggressively. I mean, this is your, Vanguard anti-mage. He doesn't give a damn. He just turns up to these fights 10 minutes in and runs here.
His effective HP is ridiculous right now. 7 armor, has the damage block to deal with physical damage, and then of course you have even just the one-pointed spell shield. I mean, it was something that we touched on briefly in the draft. Is anti-mage is incredible against Carry Marana, because Carry Marana nowadays is all about the Ags in this patch, and that's all magic damage. So that, you've got a Nature's Prophet, even Disruptor. We saw the Disruptor Veil build last game, so even doubling down more on the magic damage. Like, anti-mage in a lot of ways is the counter to that type of carry. So I think it's a really scary AM game. He's having a great start here, and I'm curious to see what the build will be as he grabs the broadsword. I assume this will be the Battle Fury, but
I think it's got to be. Yeah, I think you Vanguard, Battle Fury, Manta style, and then you start to look towards your heart, your butterfly.
You know, I do wonder, could it be something really crazy? The Blade Mail anti-mage.
Blade Mail?
Beat the Legion at his own game. No, I don't think so, but.
I mean, as you said, Ramses is going for that Blade Mail again. Same thing as before. Holding back on the Blink purchase. And I mean, we talked about Ramses having a good game in terms of you know, kill involvement. He's 1-1-3, and the CS has been good, but I don't think it's just not good enough at this point of the game. He's 1.5k behind the anti-mage, and he doesn't have a single point of dual damage at 12 minutes in. You know, that's not really the kind of game you want to be playing as a Legion commander.
Miposhka does finally have track online, something that has been very badly delayed here, but they do get their first track out, and Kanar moves in, has the Static Storm, the Orb now used to farm. Could go for the Glimpse, level 3, not going to. They're a little reluctant to commit that far. I think Empire just afraid of the counter gank at this point. It's very scary with a Puck Spirit Breaker.
Oh, it really is. It really is indeed. And Empire needs to be very careful at this point as well. Scandal. He's got the money now. He was just on the verge of getting that Midas stun, so don't want to be involved in anything risky, and won't be the case now. So Midas on his way out. Scandal's going to start to make his way towards that Aghanim Scepter. And over on Legion, closing in on the money for the Blade Mapper, but still a little bit to go. And talking about Legion, getting charged. They have got a King R in the sidelines here, but Ramses, he's been doomed, and the help is just going to come too late. Ramses gets taken down. They've found King R in the sidelines. Vega closing in. No escape. He's going to go for the TPR. Oh, is he going to make it? Oh, no, he's not. Dream Core drop for that one. No messing here from the side of Vega, and 11 for 5. I mean, I was kind of coming into this one, I was saying, and I was hoping to see Vega fight back a lot stronger. And in this game too, so far, I mean,
this is really bad.
This is, I think, worse than it looked for Vega in game 1. You know,
Anti-Mage is going to have like a 15, 16 minute Battle Fury Vanguard while constantly ganking and fighting. This is like,
you're not killing the I don't know how they're going to kill this anti-mage.
You're not killing him.
I really don't
quite
know.
likely.
This game could end with the anti-mage not dying at all at this, but kind of, you know, this pace.
Well, now that you've said that, he's sure to die.
He's going to
like,
die 10 times now.
Three minutes from now, FN will be 3 and 10. No, but
they're playing it so. He's 2k ahead of the Legion commander as well. That's a massive difference to have 14 minutes, especially against a hero that you pick the Legion to be proactive and to find these kills. And this is it's an anti-mage that's farming without the Battle Fury complete yet. So only when that's done, you're just going to see this difference increase. And I don't know how Empire's ever going to close that gap.
Their charge does come onto Afterlife on the Nature's Prophet sitting back. And they get the connection there. Quick bash follow-up. FN marching through, and that is basically the Battle Fury. Now 900 gold. Ever so close. Glimpse back, and it's on to Solo. And they find the kill here. Arrow comes through, does connect. Oh, but the Static Storm getting dropped down. Keeping Solo from doing much. FN getting deep in this fight, though.
He burst the Mana Void rather early. Doesn't find the kill on King R. Look for Scandal. Scandal, he's going to go down it. So Vega will continue to keep themselves ahead of the trade. Losing a Spirit Breaker, but finding, you know, Scandal. Let's see, they actually go in and take this tier 1 as well. Miposhka's still hanging around. King R there as well. Get the glimpse back into the field on Mag. He's under the tower. They'll try and go for this one, but Mag's got backup. I mean, FN's there ready to fight. TP in from Ramses, pops the drums. Really wants to try and find this dual damage. Is he going to get the chance to look for it? Yeah, with Afterlife coming in, they will manage to get the duel, but that is the first duel win of the game, 15 minutes in. And he was halfway to 11 as well, so it is just the plus 10. So, but at least it's something.
He gets on the board. I mean, at this point last game he had what, like 50 dual damage or something?
He had an insane start,
yeah. It's a slower start for Ramses, but he will take it nonetheless. And he does have his Blade Mail now. Now, with the Blade Mail, there's some kill potential in FN, I want to say, but
he's got to be careful with the Mana Void, really, hasn't he?
It's still a very tanky anti-mage, and there's a Spirit Breaker to counter-initiate with the charge. You have the Puck, Dream Coil, Silence combo to interrupt things, and that's assuming you catch him. They really need to try to keep tabs on AM, because if this turns into a farm war, Mirana, it's such a late Ags, is really going to struggle to keep up. Here we go, though. Fight top. Mag moving in, gets off the Doom, and straight onto Kanar. Hates that Disruptor.
And already the rest of the side of Vega are looking to go in for more here, seeing what they can find out. Well, actually, with the Sprout and Solo, maybe they've gone too deep, and Ramses here. They're very nice. He gets himself a second dual win of the game. Vega forced back. They did finish off that Disruptor, but Empire, you know, 1-for-1 trade, especially when these are trades where track gold's involved and there's dual wins. So Empire, of course, with a lot more incentive to find these kind of even trades. They're coming out with those bonuses each and every time that Vega just aren't going to have with their heroes.
It's overall like actually a very good trade for Empire, getting the duel and just trading 1-for-1. Not to mention they do have the Bounty Hunter now, so with the track can really make a difference.
And now Bounty's got eyes on Mag. There's no one really to come around and join in on this one, as Scandal just farming in the mid lane, working towards his Aghanim's, of course. Afterlife on the Nature's Prophet. It looks like he's going to go for the Maelstrom. Yeah, it's indeed after the phase drums. But looks like they've got more backup coming in. Top Ramsey's heading up there. Ramsey's himself actually opting for the Maelstrom as well this game rather than the Blink Dagger. Oh, wait, no, sorry, what am I on about?
That is.
Sorry, I was still clicked on after. I'm an idiot.
Oh,
Don't
I was
worry,
gonna
I'm just
say.
being a
I was gonna say
retard,
that'd be a
Aldi.
very interesting opening.
Yeah, I don't even know what time it is in the morning. I'm being an idiot.
Do you want to watch script screen? You can switch
can.
over if you
How
want.
do we do this?
You
Let's
have
go
the
to
power.
scripts.
Hit the button.
I'm done with looking at my item 7. Which button?
That
This-
button. No,
Which-
you're right there. To
This
the
one?
left.
Is that a button?
That's a button.
This one.
All right, there's actually
Right.
top lane. Meanwhile, they have found Mag here. They're going to go for the duel with the Blade Belt. They get to work, beating him down. They'll find the kill. Now no one, though, with the counter initiation. Brings down the Bounty Hunter. FN into the fray. He wants this Ramsey's kill, and he'll get it, too. Mega kill streak. They're looking for a third. King R, where are you going, buddy? Come back to Papa and
Hi.
boy, see ya.
All right. I mean, they got the dual win, but they lost 3 heroes' lives for it.
Game was hard. As just a little hiccup there.
Oh man, anti-mage. It's yeah. 5-0-4. He's continuing to farm. He's gonna have the Manta style, pretty soon after this Battle Fury. And then you're not killing this man. You really are not killing this man. FN is having absolute textbook time. Yule's now done on the puck.
This AM pick is just working out so well.
It really is, and it's
really smart by Vega.
How much AM have we seen this qualifiers?
No. I think it got picked at least once,
Yeah.
but it was a totally different type of game. It was like a Magnus AM, and they wanted like a hard
okay.
carry to
Yeah.
empower and just go for like the super fat, like true traditional one position hero. Whereas this is like we want to pick a counter to magic damage and a carry that can't really be ganked or pressured too much. So it's a different way to play the hero for sure.
Well, smoking from Empire. Let's see what they can find with this one. Coming up to the high ground. The pings are there. Dust and straight away with the charge onto Miposhka. The rest of Empire are already bailing. They're like, right, well, this gank's failed.
Yeah, the bounty hunters are not working this series. 0-6 now on this one.
Ooh. Actually going to try and kill FN in with the static storm. They might just do it, and they will. They'll get the kill on FN. Ramsey's. Oh, nice deny from Afterlife. They're slowly moving in for more.
That's 3
They've
down.
already
There
lost
could
too
be
many.
more. Oh, Afterlife under the tower in a bit of trouble. Mag gives him the Infernal Blade, whacks him. We'll finish him off, and it's King R caged and defeated. 5-4-1. Death to all magic users.
They killed the anti-mage, but
Yeah, well, that's
yeah,
true.
Yeah, they lost a lot. They lost quite a bit.
Considering it's a
Quite a
5-for-1,
bit.
a 2,000 gold swing is not that bad.
No, that's true.
That's not that bad.
That's true.
But that's not good
No,
either.
it's not good. It's not. This is not good for This really isn't.
And I believe he did buy out as well, got the Yasha. So
Okay.
he might have had it before that fight, actually. I'm not sure. But either way, AM still in pole position here. Empire it's going to be a tough game for them. Now, I think if it goes really late and they get enough track kills, like they do match up reasonably well. Spirit Breaker isn't the most reliable late game support, does have good lockdown, but also can be dealt with by just good warding and initiation. Oh, Moonlight Shadow, looking for no one. Blink Phase, instant reactions. Gets out.
He's got this gem as well at the moment on puck, so it's going to be very hard to catch him out. Afterlife, just trying to find what he can here from the old ancients.
He even goes back in on this.
This is, I don't know, Empire going to need to find a huge. I mean, they're going to need to keep trying to go aggressive with these Moonlight Shadows. Because more money for FN here, as we can see. They've got to do something about this anti-mage's flow. It's getting beyond ridiculous now at this point to have this much farm and to be pressured this little. It's really coming back to bite Empire in the foot.
It's definitely not over by any means.
No.
I think with equal farm, late game, Empire do have the edge, as I was just starting to discuss before that gank bottom. But they kind of want to spread the map, slow the game down. AM, especially going Vanguard, isn't like the hardest carry by any means, and they do have good lockdown for him. But Vega want to fight, and they want to fight now. They're going to find Knar. They'll bring him down. They're looking for Miposhka as well. Solo, no detection though. So another free grab.
And this is free grab after free grab at the moment for Vega. They've got the charge on, yeah, eyes onto Afterlife, but yeah, straight away. Keeping himself out of there. At the same time, no one. Cut close here to Ramsey's. Ramsey's very close to picking up that Blink Dagger now. on the Legion command, and maybe with that we can start to see him initiate. But initiating is this kind of lineup is you just can't do in the middle of a fight because you are going to die, especially without any kind of BKB around the corner yet for Ramses.
Well, that's a depressing thought, Owen.
What?
You are going to die.
Well, I mean, he is. It's just, there's no way
All
he's
of
not going
you
to die
will.
again.
Every last one.
They're all going to die.
Of you little monsters in chat.
Everyone's going to die. We're all going to die one day, LD.
We're all dead.
We're all dead. They're all
Eventually.
dead. They're all dead.
So,
Rare, what's rare?
I don't know.
Rare.
Sadness.
Sad.
But for Vega right now, it is happiness as they are in control.
Are they
Moving
going
on
in?
to Scandal.
And he's gone.
Deleted.
Just like that.
Yeah, we will take you, say Vega. We will happily take you.
Oh man, this is really bordering on just looking incredibly grim now for Empire. You know, you're losing your Mirana core like that. I mean, Mirana, you know, it's a lovely thing that people like to play with, but good luck trying to play it against an AM. At 23 minutes has got like Battle Fury, Manta, and Vanguard. Your Mirana's going to do jack shit.
And FN just continues to pile in the gold now. Manta complete another 1,300 banked. This man a full 5k up on a Nature's Prophet. And Afterlife, he's resorted to the cliff jungling here. The aggressive wards make it dangerous to just farm the woods normally, so it's a nice adjustment to the state of the game, but it's also a bad sign for Empire that they have to resort to things like this.
They need to really come up with a heavy game plan. They really, really do.
I mean, I've said it before, but I think every single time I've seen a Nature's Prophet farming from this cliff, his team has gone on to lose the game.
Yep.
Not to say it's a bad tactic by any means, it's just it's a symptom of the disease.
And it is risky as well, because, you know, sometimes the opponent does have a ward up there. And then they'll just kind of ward
That's
away
the
around.
sad
Like,
thing. You're like, all right, I'm going to
kill
cliff jungle so I don't get charged by these deep wards, and then you get charged and killed anyway.
I really don't know what
The ward
plan
game is
for
so on point right now for Vega.
Empire. Yeah.
Like, you toggle their vision, and they just see everything here.
So, yeah, I mean, it's looking like Bounty, 100% loss rate this series, if this game's momentum continues as it is. So, I really wonder how the Bounty curse will kind of transcend into Game 3 if it ends up going to it.
Yeah, well, fortunately we have Nahaz here to make sense of those stats that do not lie. Oh, they almost got FN there with the glimpse. I don't see, honestly, I don't know if, like, could they really have killed him there? I don't think so.
But not without the Legion.
They would have needed, like, a full duration arrow, like, from max range, but Legion, yeah, being dead makes that very unlikely to set up.
I wonder what FN goes for now to just make himself that unkillable beast. Does he get the heart? Does he get the butterfly? See, at the moment he's kind of hesitating on investing in anything. Roshan is up as well. I mean, you get down the anti-mage, and then you can start as the side of Vega to probably to pressure the high ground.
I like Butterfly a lot.
Yeah.
Butterfly.
I mean, heart would allow you to kind of survive being trapped in the static storm.
Yeah. Well, they find a duel here. FN and Ramsey's going at it, but the charge is coming. Reinforcements have arrived, and that Vanguard making the difference. FN survived with 500 HP, plenty to continue fighting.
This
Quick
is
2-0.
This is just getting a little bit sad, ready for Empire.
Yeah, Scandal. Yeah, suck on that, Doom.
I can't remember the last time we saw him get killed. Now he's with Solo charging through. They're ready to clean up Vega. No mercy here for the squadron. Taking down a third, celebrating with a freezing field here. 4 down, Miposhka, the last man surviving.
Get the hell out of my lane.
This is... Let's have a look at what's the net worth difference at the moment between the teams. And let's have a look at the action. Yeah, when was the last time Empire got a kill? It was back at what, the 80-minute mark? So we're talking about like the last 7-8 minutes. It's just been an absolute slaughterhouse.
They
Empire dying
spent 8 minutes getting spanked by Empire. Brutally beaten down. Morale is not good in Empire Land
It
right
cannot be. It really can't be after the back of this. Because, you know, the start of the game, it wasn't terrible. Yes, it was a little bit worrying that Ramses weren't able to find those early duel wins. I think we're seeing that kind of bite him in the foot now. You know, he goes for these duels and he never wins it. He just does not have the damage, especially against someone like an anti-mage, even when he's got that blade, the blade man. And now he's Aegis on the anti-mage.
Uh-oh, Blink's cooling down bottom. Solo is going to connect with the charge here. No one has the silence coming out. And the Yule's available. He can set up for the team. Sayoma and the Slayer so slowly moving into position.
And what is your answer if Empire? They're TPing in, and it looks like we will see Vega hold back. They don't have FN with them on the anti-mage. FN at the moment is pushing in the mid lane. He's got the courier on the move. What's he picking up? Yeah, as you said, that you'd like to see him get. He's going to go for the butterfly first. And now at this point,
now Ramses is going to have a much harder time dealing with him. Like, last duel went okay, got close to killing him. Now it won't even be a contest.
I mean, I guess that's the thing. Is he just doesn't really need the heart. We've seen him caught in the static storm, and he doesn't die anyway. So, you know, the fact that this is going to offer him some offensive output as well.
Solo coming in hot and heavy. He's going to find Ramses. The hate for this man after last game. Vega have made it a point to delete him.
Absolute beatdown here. It really is. I mean, Vega, they felt the wrath of Empire in game 1, but Empire feeling the wrath of Vega times 10 here.
I just don't see how they fight at this point, honestly. Like, you need the perfect Thunderdome with the Mirana able to somehow get off 3-4 Starstorms in a fight, but your heroes die in 2 seconds. FN just jumps in, immediate kill. They still haven't even used the Doom here, and they're already up 5-3 and looking for more.
Well, FN, he's just in there.
He's still got Mono Void. He's still got Aegis. He's diving the freaking fountain. Somebody stop this man!
He just goes and he gets it.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's a GG. Well played.
That's not fit for TV.
Oh, man. Well, I mean, I was kind of feeling, I don't know if you were as well, but going to a game 3, I really didn't feel that Vega would let Empire walk over them again in the game 2, and they just turned it around, and they stomped all over the faces of Empire. That was
bloody.
Pretty
we need to
brutal.
send them to the ER, get them fixed up, or game 3 is not really going to be much of a contest.
The anti-mage pick was pretty much perfect here. FN had an incredible game, especially compared to what we saw on his lifesteal in game 1, because that wasn't great. That was not a great show, but here we have FN showing us why Vega, of course, switched out passion for this man. He knows what he's doing here, FN.
Yeah, 2 games where the draft was huge for both teams. Game 1, I feel, was like a total outdraft by Empire. Game 2, I don't know if I would say this was a total outdraft, but I definitely feel like the AM was an amazing pick this game. And the Spirit Breaker versus Bounty Hunter matchup, we see it again and again. Spirit Breaker takes it 6-4-21 versus 0-6-5. I mean, what more can you ask for out of Solo? Gets the opposite side of the matchup versus Miposhka and has his way with him. So going into game 3, pick Bounty Hunter, lose the game.
It's going to be really interesting to see how Bounty comes. I wouldn't be surprised if you just don't see Bounty Hunter touched at all. After these 2 games, it just feels that both teams are struggling to find the kind of position to utilize him in. I don't think Bounty Hunter's got himself like the single kill in either of the games put together. It's not been good stats for the man. Not that that matters, but even the track kills, they've just not really been there in either of the games. And also, I really feel that the Spirit Breaker, again in game 2, huge playmaker for Vega. I'd love to see it picked up again in game 3, and I feel that's going to be a real kind of leg up in in games of this kind of pace and caliber for a team to grab the Spirit Breaker, because they both know what to do.
Yeah, one of the big things was also that it was a really bad Nature's Prophet offlane game because of the Spirit Breaker picks. You've got Anti-Mage, does a lot of damage to the end hero Nature's Prophet, Crystal Maiden. The first gank didn't even work, but like first charge that hits, it's basically a free first blood. So it was always going to be tough for Afterlife given the matchup. That I loved about the pick as well. And with this 2 games in a row where it was pretty stompy, will game 3 be a closer fight, Owen?
I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I feel this is it's kind of like the curse of Vega, because going back to the We Play Land finals, they were stomped 3 games by MVP, and they stomped back in 1. They seem to be unable to have these kind of calm games. They either storm away with it, or they get tilted, they start to fall behind. So, maybe off the back of winning the second game, this is going to be pretty big for Vega. They're going to be able to ride that flow, ride that momentum, and Empire going to feel a little bit shut down. But I think as we've seen from game 1 and game 2, it's going to be all about the draft and who gets what heroes. So I think the draft is going to be a very, very interesting point at game 3.
All right. Well, rooting for a slightly more even draft here, hopefully, so that we get a more exciting game 3. But great stuff as Vega Squadron. They bounce back. They take game 2 off Empire. Stay tuned. Game 3 coming up next.